Hello everyone. Today I am solving this problem even sum, and in this problem we have n integers in an array A and there are two players, and every player takes a turn and he can place either positive sign or negative sign before all the elements, and whatever signs are placed between these elements, those operations are performed on these elements, and finally if the resulting number is an even number, then player 1 wins, and if resulting number is an odd number, then player 2 wins. So who will be the winner if they both play optimally? This is the question, and the constraints to solve this problem are as follows. And in the first integer we have n, that is the number of test cases, then n, and then all the integers in the array. So let us see an example. Suppose I have 1 and then 2, and I have two players, right? So suppose the first player choose to have a positive sign before 1, and therefore second player can either place a negative sign here or a positive sign here. Suppose they placed a positive sign and all the elements are assigned some sign now, and when I perform these operations, then the result is 3, which is odd, and therefore winner for this round is player 2. If player 2 would have placed a negative sign here, not positive, in that case also I would have had -1, which is also an odd number, therefore in this case also the winner would have been player 2. And for other cases also, that is placing negative here and then placing positive and negative here, you can check what will be the result. So I hope you got the question, and now let us see how this problem can be solved. So before solving this question, I would like to give you a hint or maybe two hints. So pause the video after the first hint and then look for the second hint if you are unable to understand or solve the question after the first hint. So the first hint is the winner will not be decided on the basis of their choices but on the basis of their destiny. This was the first hint. Okay, now it's time for the second hint. Second hint is that if I add two odd numbers, then the result is always even. So this was the second hint. Now can you solve the question? Pause the video and give it a try. Okay, so now it's time finally for the solution. Well, we have studied in maths and there is this simple observation also. Let us take two odd numbers, 1 plus 3. Their sum will be even, and even if I subtract these numbers, in that case also their sum will be even. Similarly, if I take two even numbers and if I add them or subtract them, even then the result is going to be even. And if I take, let us say, one odd number and another even number, and if I perform addition or subtraction, in that case the result is going to be an odd number. And this is the small observation that is required to actually solve this question. So in this question we are given few integers, right? So suppose we have these few integers. Now as per the game, the first player can place any sign that is positive or negative anywhere, that is before any element, but it does not matter. Suppose they had these signs, you can try and take any signs, and if these operations are actually performed on the array, the result is odd or even, it will be decided on the basis of these numbers. Let us see how. So as I told you that it does not matter if you add or subtract elements, if one of them is an odd number and another is an even number, the result is always going to be odd. This means that the result of these operations will be an odd number, and let us say, I don't know what will be that, but let us say I have an odd number after doing these operations. Then this is also an odd number, and when any operation is performed on two odd numbers, the result is always an even number. So the result of this and this is going to be an even number. Now when even number and odd numbers are added together, in that case what will be the result? I don't know, but it will be definitely an odd number. And if I add an odd number and an even number, the result will be odd as well. So in this way I can tell that the result is finally going to be odd, and actually we did not depend on these signs, we were only dependent on the number. So what we are going to do to solve this question is actually summing all the integers that are present inside the array, and if the resulting integer is an odd number, in that case winner is player 2, and if the sum is an even number, in that case the winner will be player 1. So that's how this problem can be solved, which is therefore very easy. So all we are required to know is to know these little observations that. So now let us see the solution to solve this problem. This is the boilerplate, and I have an integer t for test cases and for number of integers in the array, and then I'll take every integer that is present in the array and then I'll add its value to my variable val. Finally, if val is an odd number, then winner is player 2, otherwise winner is player 1. Fine, everything is working. So this was the solution to solve this problem, and now I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.